Well, let me just start off by thanking you all for your hard work, and just I want to express my immense admiration and appreciation for everything that you've done to build Giga Nevada and to help revolutionize the world. This factory has made a massive effect on transitioning the world to sustainable energy, and it's something you should be incredibly proud of. And I'm incredibly proud of you guys for doing it. So, yeah. Let's see. So we've made incredible progress at Tesla in building this factory and achieving a tremendous output of cells, drive units, power electronics, stationary battery packs, but there's more. So it's hard to believe that it was almost a decade ago that we started building this place. I mean, I can remember coming out here to the Tahoe Reno Industrial Complex, as it's interestingly named, and it was nothing. There was just rocks, and now we've got this incredible factory. It's the most advanced cell and battery and powertrain factory in the world, and yeah, literally from a pile of rocks. So it actually took me a moment to sink in. I spent so much time in this factory since I actually was camping out on the roof at one point in a little tent, just to sort of save time from going to the hotel. I just pitched a little tent on the roof and lived there. It gets pretty cold at night, I have to say. But just coming in here and seeing all the snow on the ground, I mean, this is such a beautiful area that we're in, and the wild horses. I think people sometimes don't believe me. It's basically like paradise around here. It's I think it's 10,000 wild horses just roaming around. Snow on the mountains. You got Lake Tahoe nearby. So part of this, by the way, is a recruiting call for because we're going to need a lot of people. So definitely talk to your friends and family and about coming to work here, because we're going to scale up big time, and it's going to be great. So, yeah, yeah. So it's interesting to see the original goal. We thought, at the time, people thought this was a crazy amount of batteries to make. In fact, this was, when we started out, this one factory was set up to build more lithium-ion batteries than the rest of the world combined. And it remains by far the biggest factory in North America. And the reason we built it is because there literally weren't enough lithium-ion batteries. If you took all of the factories on Earth combined, it wouldn't be enough to make electric vehicles at scale. So that's why we concluded we had to build a factory, a really big factory, which is why where the Giga part comes in. So it's one of the biggest factories in the world, and it's going to get bigger. So in 2014, we projected 35 gigawatt hours of battery cells, and yeah, and we're there. So we've done $6.2 billion of investment. It's over 5 million square feet, 11,000 team members, and we have 3,200 acres, of which we've still only used a small portion. So we've got plenty of room to grow. And I should say that what I'm announcing today is actually not the end of it. It's just really phase 2. So there's going to be like phase 3 and 4. I mean, it just takes a tremendous amount to transition the world to sustainability. You've got to have giant factories if we are to move the world to a sustainable energy future. And yeah, so it's great. So where we are right now is we've made over 7 billion cells. We're actually almost more cells than people. In fact, so. Yeah. And we've done over 3.5 million drive units, so motors and power electronics. We've made 1 million energy modules for stationary storage. So it's, yeah, exactly. It's what I always remind people, we also make stationary storage. That's very important. I mean, the 3 elements of a sustainable energy future, the 3 pillars, are electric vehicles, stationary storage, and then solar and wind. And because solar and wind are intermittent, you have to have the stationary storage to store the power for when the wind isn't blowing, the sun isn't shining. Pretty basic, really. So it's a 3 pillars. And this is all very doable and will be done, and will bring civilization to a sustainable energy future. So, yeah.